Welcome and hello everybody, back to episode 6 of the Dark Souls 3 Let's Play. Here we are admiring this fantastic view across all of Ithral of the Boreal Valley. So thank you all for tuning in once again, and I'm glad to see you all back here watching me play some Dark Souls 3. So like I mentioned in the last video, we tried to do the live stream and it didn't work out that well, so hopefully, one way or another, we'll get the full play going on soon. We're going to take out this mammoth of a beast, though. Oh, no. There we go. Get the Pontiff's Right Eye. And that completes our ring set. So we have the Pontiff's Right Eye, we have the Chloranthy Ring, we have the Lloyd's Shield Ring, and the Lloyd's Sword Ring. So this build, as of this state, other than getting this to plus 10, is 100% done. This is it. So we're here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, though, build is complete in terms of everything we'll be using. And now we just got to get these weapons buffed. Similar to last episode, I don't really know where we're going to call it quits for this one. This area can be pretty short, as well as the next area. And I think we may go ahead and do both. But we'll see. Or what we may do is we may go ahead and do this area and then clean up Ithral Dungeon, which is another short area to get kind of through. It leads you to Profane Capital. But that kind of is where it can stem off and be somewhat of an odd transition, unless I go ahead and just take out all of Profane Capital, which that could work. I'm going to pick up that soul there. And then we have these guys, the Pontiff Knights. These guys can be really deadly if you let them get the best of you, but luckily, we're pretty overpowered right now. Oh no, I was going to say I got so cocky. Oh, they got me. Okay, so see, this is why you don't get cocky in a Dark Souls game. It's just, you don't do it. You just don't do it. I actually been playing Bloodborne lately, and Bloodborne is such an unusual experience for me, too, because coming from this game, my instinct is to almost play a Bloodborne the same way, and that's just not possible. You just can't. It's much faster. The dodges are different. And, ooh, let me pop an ember real quick. Oh! Okay, Mr. Sir. But Bloodborne has this weird effect on me in which I don't like its early game that much. I remember playing it, and the first time I played it, I remember almost being let down for like the first hour to an hour and a half of playing it. And I had that kind of going on again. Do not do this to me. In which I beat the first story boss, because there's technically an optional boss. What are you doing? I've never seen them do that combo right there with that many swings. Come on now. Remember when I said in the last episode, this is the area that the difficulty, what are you doing, really ramps up in? Well, you guys can kind of see it. These guys are really annoying, but more annoying than these are the Pontiff Fire Mages, or Fire Wizards, Fire, whatever they are, witches maybe. Super annoying to deal with. Then we have to deal with 2 of them real quick in just a moment. But we tried to do the full play for this on Saturday. Having some technical issues that we ended up solving. So that's going to be something that we're going to work on. And we'll get you guys a date soon enough, I'm sure. Realistically, it's whenever Brett and I's schedule can line up for a good day. Since it's going to take around 4.5 to maybe 5.5 hours. Depending on how the overall run goes. It's going to be interesting to do for sure, because I don't think I've ever sat down in one sitting and beaten this game. I know I've beaten it over the course of a single day, a couple times actually. Oh, okay. That Fire Mage, his magic can just reach you so far away. Oh, there it goes again. What? Okay. Take you out real quick, roll through the fire, and let's heal up. No. But luckily, just like butter, you can cut straight through them once we get up to them. Did drop me nothing good. There's another one up there. Look at him just hanging out up there casting his fire spells. So annoying. Ooh. But let me know, guys, in the comments or on our Discord if you're a fan of that. To what game I should do next. I'm having a debate, and I probably will put a poll up on if I'm going to do Dark Souls Remastered, 2, or Bloodborne as the next Saul plays. Because realistically, I could probably power this out and be done with it in just a matter of maybe 2 more episodes. The more I think about it, it very well could be 1 more episode, depending on what I knock out here today. But no. I don't know what I'm doing. I normally bait these guys to come on up here. Come on. I've never seen them do that. Okay. No. No. Oh, back away. So close to the bonfire. 1, 2. Okay, so that's a 2-hitter. I'm not going to just walk away from you. I don't play those games. Oh, okay, well. There we go. But, yeah, so Dark Souls Remastered 2 or Bloodborne. That's kind of what I want to do the next Saul plays on. And I may put a poll up on Twitter if you guys follow us over there. It's kind of an odd situation right now since we really don't use the Nartec Twitter that much. We're much more frequent on the Triangle Squared one. So we're going to have to work with that. We kind of put everything in a Triangle Squared, and we may have should have been partial to the whole entire channel, but things go the way they go. And I'll be sure to link both of our Twitters down in the description. That's something I probably should update all the descriptions with. And for those that are here through the Let's Play, we do have a podcast called Triangle Squared, and it's, of course, a PlayStation podcast. But I won't talk much on it because I know that there's not a whole lot of people in here that are from there. Or, well, no, I know there's not a lot of people, yeah, that don't know about the podcast. This is... Whoop, there we go. And get this Undead Bone Shard. But I know a lot of people who already know of us are kind of entertaining or watching this to entertain them as a supplement to the podcast. But if you are new and you're a fan of PlayStation, go check out our podcast. It's pretty good. Okay. Gonna get this bonfire. Yeah, I may go ahead and knock out the next 2 areas in this episode. This boss fight is somewhat challenging. The boss fight after that, depending on what area I go to, is also somewhat challenging or somewhat easy. Yeah, so realistically, I can knock out this and the Profane Capital, and I'm not going to say it because I want to be a cool reveal, even though people who have played Dark Souls 3 know very well what area I'm talking about. But just in case for those that haven't, I don't want to spoil it until we get there. But yeah, so I'm trying to think, like, structuring this has become weird in a weird sense that I had an idea in my head and it's kind of gone across as that. Let's make it onto this water. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and defeat Pontiff, this area's boss. We will go and do the next area, which is right after Pontiff. That can be a quick run through since there's not many challenging enemies in our way. And then we can come back and clean up Ithril Dungeon. And I might as well grab these green blossoms real quick. But we'll take care of Ithril Dungeon, and then... Yeah, this is going to be a long episode. But I think that's fine. I think you guys are wanting more long episodes. I know a lot of like main popular YouTubers, they like to have a video a day or whatever. But since this is a 1 episode a week kind of thing, I think it makes more sense just to go ahead and crank out longer episodes to supplement the missing uploads that popular channels will be doing. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. We won't do it for the next Let's Play if it's the majority's vote. If you guys want shorter episodes but be a longer series or a longer episode with a shorter series. I'm going to drink some of this Estus soup right here. Do I need these ashes? I really don't need them for anything. I just want to go back down here and point out how creepy these enemies are. Like, what is that? Oh, that's what it is. Makes your skin crawl. Ugh. Okay. Back on track. But yeah. Speaking of skin crawl, some of the enemies in Bloodborne are absolutely amazing in design. Miyazaki really has knocked out the... Oh, no. Oh, the damage. I gotta get out of that room because there's an archer up top. Come on, do your lightning thing again. Okay. Well, you're just not making this easy on me, are you? I was trying to get through this part without losing tons of health, so I could just go straight onto the boss after unlocking the shortcut in case we need it, but this guy doesn't want that to happen for you guys. Just take him out the old-fashioned way. Oh, hello. Frostbitten. I don't guess I ever paid attention to that their arrows do frostbite damage or build up or whatever. Interesting. I always think there's an item even around that side of the door or either this side of the door. But nope, nothing. So I was mentioning like last episode or 2 episodes ago in which the Londor Paleshade, when I noticed that he was a summon for that area. These stupid dogs. I cannot tell you how many times I've died to these stupid, staggering dogs. I'll just do it the easy way. Come on. Now that we got a shield. Oh, nope. I actually put that shield up because Bloodborne's gotten the best of me right now. Triangle is to heal on Bloodborne. Oh, no. Okay. Can I go into Pontiff Sullivan with 7 Estus Flasks? Not safely. But what I can do... Hey now. Don't be rude. Okay. Pick up that large Titanite and let's open up the shortcut. And I'll run back to the bonfire real quick just to do a heal. Do myself a heal. And then we'll take on the boss. But yeah, I said it in last episode, but this game is really kind of quick. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, I did rest at the bonfire. It's kind of thrown off as to why they respawn. But yeah, this game you can actually power through really, really quickly if you have a build in mind that you're following with. Oh, come on now. Oh, sir. But like what we're doing, we have a build in mind, and we have the items we need. We really don't need anything other than upgradables, such as Titanite chunks or the Estus or Undead Bone Shards. So, literally, there's nothing in these areas that we really need. And if you know where to go, you can kind of just power on through. As long as the game isn't too difficult. And that's what I really enjoy about these games, is that there's so much on the first, second, third, even fourth playthroughs, depending on how thorough you are. There's just so much to discover, so many hidden paths. And that's what I was talking about in the very first episode, is that this is not intended as a walkthrough by any means, because there's so much we're skipping out on. If you've never played this game before and you're watching this, there is at least 2 or 3 things that I could have done that I haven't. And this next area, I'll point it out as we do it. There's like a whole hidden area with a covenant. And kind of a challenging fight, actually, to get to the covenant. Oh, I don't know why I thought you had a wind-up. And you're dead. But, yeah, like, I never intended this to be a walkthrough. So I hope if you're coming into this as the first episode, go on back to the very first one and start it originally. And, check it out there, because do yourself some justice if you really want to play this game. But we can do Launder Pale Shade, or we could do the Blackhand Goddard. Do I want to summon for this fight? Yeah, it makes the second phase just cheesy. And I think I get a Jester too. It's sad. I actually meant to have summoned for... Hey, by my sword, right? Yep. I meant to have summoned for Vort. There's another summon that we can do that is tragic in the end. Oh, got him. Just, I don't, it's not even that much damage compared to what I normally would do, but man, is that satisfying. Josh, that was for you, my boy. Me and Josh are always talking about parries in Dark Souls 3 compared to the original, and that was for him. Oh, nope, 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 nope. But Goddard really helps tank up hits, and in this phase right here, if you just get behind Pontiff and just keep on wailing on him, his little clone. Where is... Okay, oh, he went up in there already. I didn't even notice that. His little clone is not nearly as annoying. Oh, nope. And this is a fight you cannot get greedy in either. There is so much... there's so many attacks that he can do. Like this one. That can cut your health in half just easily. Yeah, got him. Okay. So we'll take on this next area. And then go do the Ethereal Dungeon part. And there's a reason for that as well. And I'll make it more apparent when it happens. I'm trying not to spoil anything but as we're going to do it. For those that have played, you can kind of get where I'm coming from. Sorry, I was trying really hard not to burp there. Went and got groceries like 45 minutes ago. And I've been up since 6. And it is currently almost 6 p.m. And I chugged a Monster, which I know is not a fantastic thing for my health. But I really don't want to get like those mid-afternoon nap hangovers. Wake up feeling like garbage. We're going to leave Jon Snow be. Excuse you. Just because those guys over here, they're super annoying. Like this area, if you are taking your time to go through it and not just running through it like I am, is one of the most annoying and tedious areas in the game, in my opinion, just because of just everything that can happen between the giant, the casters up there, those two. Wow, I can't think of what they're called. Huh. Had a brain fart there. Oop, large Titanite. Are you following me? Oh, nope. Drang soldiers. Drang knights, whatever they're called. That's the Jon Snow armor I was referencing back in last episode as well. Ooh. So, if you've played the first Dark Souls, you may very well realize how familiar this area is. You're climbing up a nice old... Get off me. Climbing up a nice old cathedral. You have archers shooting at you. And then you make it to this room. And this room right here, I think if you've played Dark Souls 1, it really clicked with you when you came to this room in this game. Because you recognize that there should be a bonfire right about here. And that you also recognize this statue. And in which Dark Souls 1, very similar statue, right? You can roll right on through. We're not going to go all the way down there. There's a ring that swaps your gender performances, or not performance, but like gestures and such. I'm actually not entirely sure what that ring is for. But then you come out here and you're like, this looks way too familiar. And then you see this, and you immediately know where you're at. And I won't forget that feeling. It's a really, really cool feeling in which my mouth was pretty much open. Because at first I thought they were just doing a nod back to this place. This game has a ton of references to Dark Souls 1. And when I got up here and I saw this thing, I knew we were going back to Anor Londo. And I was so excited. Let me run over here to the right edge so I can get that gorgeous view as we pop up. But look at there. Bam. As if you needed to tell me where we were at. It is really interesting to kind of see where this all fits in to where Dark Souls is. And it's super interesting to see this area not casted by sunlight, because this area is just the holiest of all places in Dark Souls 1. It's a beautiful sight in that game. And also really, really annoying. And I mean really annoying. Oop, nope. Grab this large soul here and just run past these silver knights, because we don't need none of their stuff. Get the giant's coal right here. And the reason I may have somebody that's maybe thinking like, why is he not killing enemies? I really don't need to. In a sense, like, yeah, I can just turn around and I can kill everything we come across. But honestly, in terms of like content and time, I don't think really anybody wants to see that in a way. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like, should I stop and kill everybody I see, or, you know, should I just continue to do what I'm doing? Pick up those moonlight arrows. And I'm going to unlock this real quick because it's a good chance I'm going to die here. This is one of these fights in which I wish I had a greatsword. Even the Astora greatsword would have been great, because these guys are annoying. Boom. But nope. We have a success. So good. And then we have Aldrich's Ruby. So if you remember, we killed one of those back in Cathedral of the Deep, and we got Aldrich's Sapphire. So now we have the other ring, its counterpart. So if you play Dark Souls 1, you definitely know this area. This is the main cathedral area in which you get to fight Ornstein and Smaug, whatever you want to say his name. And you may notice that that guy on top looks really familiar. Now, you notice his name is Aldrich, Devourer of the Gods. And he's somewhat mutated, because this is Gwendolyn. And what you're actually seeing is this big long tail thing is Aldrich, who's eating Gwendolyn. And that's why... Oh no, the stupid bone arrow attack is annoying. Run. That's why his head's sticking out. And that's why he's casting similar stuff like this that he did in the original boss fight. But we just get over here and get out of this AoE attack and hit his tail while we can. And now set phase 2 starts, and phase 2 is some serious business. Because, oh no, phase 2 arrows suck. They go on forever. And to avoid these things, you really just got to run in a big old wide circle like this. But he can, well, never mind, he just did it for me. I'd say he could do a great heavy soul arrow like that and just take you out when you're not paying attention. Other than that, though, he's kind of not that big of a deal. I won't, oh no, except that attack. I won't lie, he took me a lot to beat him in the original game. But once you learn his telegraph, okay, come on now, stop making me look like a fool. Once you learn his telegraph, you're pretty good to go. Because you can almost predict what he's going to do. As long as that RNG doesn't catch you like it does there. Soul's RNG is fantastic, isn't it, guys? Call me Forrest. Oh, but don't call me Forrest, I'm sorry. Do not call me Forrest. I was going to say call me Forrest because I'm just running, but... Okay, Aldrich. Ooh, also say those things home you, and like my health there was not looking good. Please do not do your arrows attack again. Okay, cool. We're in good shape. Because I can manage through all this. Let me roll away. Where are you going to pop out at? Cool. I don't care if you do your arrow attack now. Just go ahead and do it now. Get it over with. So I can do that and get you over with. Goodbye, Gwendolyn. Sorry, Aldrich, for interrupting your snack. But we have killed one of the last Lords of the Fallen. Lords of the Fallen. What did I just say? Lords of Cinder. I'm sorry, Dark Souls 3, for comparing you to that game. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but not as good as any of the Dark Souls games ever. Had to get that sigh out. But okay, so we're back at Firelink. We're going to go ahead and level ourselves up, turn in our souls, and just overall have a good time. Okay, so let me think. We have 4 Estus shards and 4 Undead Bone shards left to get in the game. We'll give you the Giant's Coal, even though we really don't need to. Nope, I meant to say yes. I think that's the one I had. Yep. So, am I on chunks now? I think I did say we were on chunks, and those are really easy to come by. Yeah, okay. Yeah, those are going to be really easy to come by in the next episode. It's the slab that I'm curious on how I'm going to get. Because I'm having this this almost mental battle with myself on what I should be leveling. I mean, not leveling. Sorry. What I should be doing in terms of this entire game. And there is a secret hidden area. And I just don't know if we're going to go to that area in this game or not. But we're going to go back to Distant Manor and make our way back to Ithril Dungeon. I keep wanting to call it of the Boreal Valley. But yeah, 2 bosses down. 2 to go, technically, left in this episode. We're only, what is that, 26 minutes in? So we're good. We're good. We're going to have to deal with an annoying NPC summon real quick, but no big deal other than that. Ooh, and I missed my jump. Embarrassing. Screw off, man. Screw off. This always creeped me out, too, because I'm coming down this hallway, and I turned around, and then there's... Oh, I thought his projectiles were actually going through that. There's a fog wall. How is your fire all the way over? You know what? Never mind. Dark Souls logic. I got it. Okay, we have Alva, Seeker of the Spirit. Spurned. I can't tell what it says. I can never remember the... Like the... Spurned, okay. No, just die. I can never remember the co-name for that guy, except Oh, never mind. I thought I was being invaded by somebody else for a second. Because of Alva armor and such. But here we are in Ithril Dungeon. Once again, a really short episode, or not episode. What is wrong with me today? Another short area, just because I know exactly where to go. We don't need any items from here, except an item that is in a chest. And we can avoid these jailers. Thank God. These are the most annoying yet original characters in this game, I think, in terms of like typical mob enemies. It really is a cool idea. For those that can't really tell, they emit those fumes and it causes your health bar to shrink. Like here in a moment, see my health bar go back up. I haven't taken damage at all. It just literally shrunk my health bar to that. So I remember when I first saw those enemies, I hated them so much. Screw you, babyface. I hated them so much because they would end up... I couldn't figure out what they were doing. I couldn't figure out how to get past it. I'm pretty sure you can hold up a shield and you'll be fine. But remember, I said I don't typically use shields in this game. But... Stop that. Stop that, please. But yeah, like... Looking back on it, I like them a lot, though. Hello, Mr. Mimic. Goodbye, Mr. Mimic. Now give me that Estus shard. Thank you, my boy. We're going to go up here and take a quick right. And be sure not to wake the sleeping giant. Shh. There is some goodies in this area, though, for sure, if you make your way down here. But like I said, we don't need them. I feel bad. Like another reason I'm not going by and killing all the enemies in this is that as easy as we're doing everything at this point, it just feels sad. Why did you get left behind? Here come Mama and Papa. I'll take that soul, thank you. Those are dung pies. I don't deal with poop. Except the ones we picked up in Cathedral of the Deep. Just because the giants have to give them to you. I don't know. So this is... Oh, no. He looked at me. He's looking at me now. My health is going to shrink. This is an area to a shortcut in a sense. No. Okay. Not only... I guess I should mention that not only does your health bar shrink, but when you're under this effect, you get encumbered. So, like, I'm going to see if they can actually do it without it killing me. Oh, no, they're coming. Nope. No, thank you. I do not want what you're selling. Annual fat roll. So it's a super, super original enemy idea. I like it a lot. Okay. Heal back up. But what was I saying? What are you doing over there, Mr. Gargoyle? Hello. Goodbye. Alright, but due to me just not having an easy work day, I cannot remember for the life of me, not only was I talking about, but now that I've thought of this name in my head, I've forgotten it. Like, if I would have just went up here and just talked about this guy, I would have remembered his name. Another Undead Bone Shard. But we have our boy from Dark Souls 2, the Ladder Crafter. He allows you to get down in the pits in Majula. And you find him in that really annoying, poisony area in Dark Souls 2. Ladder Simulator 2018. These guys' fireballs piss me off because they track you. We have another gargoyle boy. Nope, nope, nope. But we can grab this soul here. And make our way down here. Surprise gargoyle attack incoming in 3, 2, 1. A little bit late there, but you know, those weren't real seconds either. And we're going to take on the third boss of this episode. I think this is the most bosses in an episode ever. But we have Yorm the Giant. An interesting kind of thing to do too is that if you go with Sigmayr's quest, he'll be here with you and help you. And it shows that they have a really cool past together. We picked up Storm Ruler because, as you guys can tell, this guy just ain't going... Ow. He did not hurt me, but he stunned me. But his health is massive. And what we have to do... Oop, nope. Let's equip the Storm Ruler while we run around like crazy. Nope, he's going to hit me. What? But we got to charge the Storm Rulers up, its weapon art, till it glows like that. Run in between his legs. Turn around and attack him. Massive damage. I remember the exact moment in which I had to Google search how to kill this boss. I don't know if it's implied anywhere on what you have to do to kill him, and it did not click with me at all. Ow. To use that weapon that I picked up. Am I fat rolling? This ain't good. Let's go ahead and take off my hood real quick. There we go. Much better. But yeah, I don't know where it's implied to pick this weapon up, unless you're implied to kind of die on the first time around. And you pick up the weapon and then the description tells you. Okay, I'm not gonna have enough time. Also, his boss weapon, that Yorm's Great Machete, is a fantastic strength weapon that you can transpose his soul for. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I'm gonna have to take damage to make that thing fully charged, but that's the last hit anyways. So, GG. We're gonna heal and then very quickly change our weapon and get rid of these stupid moonlight arrows that we do not need. I always thought this was weird too. They put a bonfire in this area, but you cannot use it. You can come back. Excuse me. So at this point of the game, I have all of the Lords of Cinder except one. And that is who it is, Prince Lothric. And he's the one that is being somewhat stubborn, and he doesn't want to be King Lothric. He just doesn't want to live up to his legacy and his nobility of his royal blood. So we're going to go take it back. We're going to go take his soul from him forcefully. Not in this episode, of course, just because this episode is almost done. But yeah, in terms of the full play, what I think I'm going to do is that in this next part, there is a boss that is not this boss. Because, yes, this is another boss we're about to do. We're back here. You guys will remember this from the first episode. Or second episode, actually.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul.
I'm going to save it all right.
Tell him what he must be, a lord.
Yep, we're going to force him into a lordship. And we're going to fight the Dancer of Boreal Valley. Who was that sound? My dude, if the door's closed behind me and this is happening, and then there's the Dancer. Fun fact about the Dancer is that her and Vort are companions, and that they're never too far away from each other. And as you guys can see, she's just right up the road from Vort. Except Vort is no more. Actually, his soul's got turned into me. So I am Vort, I guess, in a weird way. You can actually fight this boss early in the game as well. As early as fighting Vort, actually. If you come up here and you kill Emma, that priestess that we were just talking to. Second phase already? Dang. Okay. Oh, the wombo combo. Move. But yeah, if you come up here and you kill Emma, you get the Basin of Vows, what she just gave us. And you can totally fight this guy. Or girl. Thing. Phantom. Spectre. But yeah, you can totally try your hand at it. As a matter of fact, oh no. In New Game Plus, it's just advisable just to come on up here and just kill Dancer. It's not hard at all in New Game Plus. And you can get, I think it's like 200,000 souls she gives you in New Game Plus. So yeah, quite a lot of souls. And it's just kind of a fun start to the game. You can kind of hop into Lothric Castle, which is the next area. And just pretty much be OP in a weird way. If you're wanting to kind of experiment with different weapons, you kind of should have enough large Titanite left over from your first playthrough. Titanite chunks are what's really hard to come by in this game. It's kind of hard to make 2 full weapons without getting the Dragon's Chaser Ashes, I think is what they're called. And actually make or buy the Titanite chunks, and they're expensive too. They're like 13,000 souls for one, and you need 12, I think, total. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and trade on all those souls. And level up again, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. What I may go ahead and do real quick, just to prep us for the next episode. Make sure I have some. Okay, block fire bombs. Yeah, like I said, Titanite chunks come early, and you can actually fully upgrade your weapon to a +9 with just this next area. Oh dear, this is where it's going to take forever. First try and first episode, but it's going to take a million tries in this one. But it gives you just enough Titanite chunks except one in this next area, and we can go get the last one we need real quick from Pickle P and Pumperum, and just trade them on in. I wish you could use multiple items. That would be super overpowered and broken if I can give her 3 black fire bombs and get 3 Titanite chunks in return. But Titanite chunk there. Cool. So now next area, we're going to be able to fully upgrade our weapons to +9. And I'm thinking that Osiris is the guy I was talking about, in which behind him is a hidden area. And I think we'll do that hidden area, but then there's another larger, more infamous hidden area in the game. And I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to save that for the softball plays, but I'm going to kind of mull it over in my head. Next episode is just going to be... Or since next episode is just going to be potentially Lothric Castle, there's not really much left to do. So that episode could fly by really quickly. Well, I forget, like, Grand Archives is the thing, too. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to think it over. You guys let me know in the Discord or in the comments below what you guys want me to do. And we'll see. We'll see what I can manage on this. And check the description for our Twitter and Discord links. I'll throw those down there. Come join the fun. Really fun group to come chat in and hang out in and relax, chill out, and hang out with everyone. But I would like to thank everybody who's tuned in today. And if, like I said, if you're new, go ahead and go back and check out the first couple episodes, get caught up. And if you've been here since the beginning, a hearty thank you for all the support you guys have given me. And look, he's even dancing. He's even happy you guys are giving the support you have given so far. But I will see you all back for episode 7, I hope. And I hope your week is just as good as mine will be. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye-bye.